Alright, I was inspired by a YouTube channel called MouseTrap Monday, and the guy, if you haven't seen his channel yet, he does reviews on a lot of different mouse traps. He builds them himself, he buys antique mouse traps, he does a lot of things. They're really entertaining, and also they're informative, and if you have a mice or a rat problem, I suggest you go to his channel and watch it, because you get a lot of ideas on how to eradicate them. But I decided, using him as kind of a guide, I designed my own mouse trap. Now it's very similar to a lot of different mouse traps out there, but I think I've got a couple of different things that are different that I'm going to show you. Now basically what I did is I took a Tidy Cat litter box for litter, empty, and cut a hole in it. You can see it's not real pretty, but I cut a hole in the top, built a ramp, cut a 90, I think a 45 degree angle, and beveled on both sides, so the angle is flat on the ground there, so the mouse can just walk right up, or the rat, and it's beveled on this side too. As you can see, I just put a screw straight in the side, into the side. Now this particular one opens, so it has a nice little thing here. You can open it right up. Now I already did catch one mouse in here, and that video is to follow. But I had a video on how I made this, but somehow it got deleted. But here's what's different in mine. So basically, you've got a ramp. They walk up, they get on the top here, and they're lured into the hole. Now this is how mine is a little different, I think. What I did is, on the other side of my lid, I put peanut butter right on the underside of the lid. So when they fall in there, or when they go eat, when they're scurrying around up here, they're trying to get that peanut butter and they fall in. So I put my peanut butter bait right under the lid. I think that's different than anyone else. I'm not sure. If someone else did it, fine, but I didn't see it. And then another thing I did is, on the inside, I coated the sides with Vaseline. Now I'm not showing that, I already did it, but I took Vaseline and a rag and I wiped the sides. So once they're in there, they can't climb up the sides. Those mice are crazy. They can climb anything. So I put Vaseline inside and I put the bait on top. Now I did throw a few peanuts in the bottom, just as an extra lure. But as you can see, the screw there is coming through. So you just snap that like that. And this is a live trap, so if you catch them alive, if you check your trap every day, they will be alive, and you can let them go if you want. As you can see in my next video, that didn't happen to me because I didn't check it in 3 days, but that's the trap. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to push this a little bit back here, because that's where the mice kind of come in. So this is all set up. So that's my mouse trap. You can make it, it's easy, and here's the other thing, you can catch multiple mice. Now if you've got a major problem, the mice will climb up here, go get the bait, and they'll go in there. You could probably catch 20-30 mice in there without a problem. Whereas if you get a mouse trap, a snap mouse trap, you're going to catch one. What good is that? If you've got a big mouse problem, you're going to need something like this. So here's the mouse trap, and we'll see what happens. We'll check this tomorrow and we'll see if we can get a mouse. Alright, so we're going to check the trap. Now, it has been a couple of days. I haven't checked it in a couple of days, so I'm going to go in and check the trap. Open it up here. Remember, if you go in a shed like this, don't walk right in. Let it air out a little bit. You don't want to breathe. Now there's the trap, and we're going to see if we caught anything in the mouse trap. Let it air out a little bit. I know it's kind of boring, but I gotta let the air out before I step in there. let the fresh air, let the batter out, fresh air in a little bit anyway. Alright, we're gonna go in, see what's in there. Hopefully get some light in here. Oh, I see a mouse. So we got one mouse. Looks like there's one mouse in there, so it did work. So you can see the mouse right there. Hopefully it's enough light. Let's see at a different angle. So he walked up the ramp from right there, went to get the bait, and jumped in. There's only one in there because I was expecting more, but we got one, and there he is. So the mouse trap worked. Just a simple trap again. You got Tidy Cat bucket with a hole, that's it, and a ramp that he walks up and gets in. So it worked. A mouse trap worked, and you know, theoretically, if there's a whole bunch of mice in here, they would all went in there, but there's only one. So it is still kind of early spring. I mean, looks like, you know, spring is sprung, so I don't think the rodents are out crazy running yet, but we got one. Alright, so we're gonna sign off. MouseTrap.